they go
Am I?
all funny.
Yeah. Hold on. Welcome, one all. Shams and Giggles, we're here again, talking to Ting. But hold on. This sounds a bit like the Tinder Swindler. So just explain it to me again. I can get a picture. Nobody was asking questions whilst he's asking for tens of thousands from the family member.
Well,
Come
Jason,
on, guys.
this is what's happened.
So tell me the story from the beginning so I understand. Because I want
I'll tell you the full story from it because it's a long story. It's a very, very long story.
It's okay. We got time.
I'm going to give you a little bit of snippet. So this
Summary.
American Nigerian lady, black lady, she was on a show in America. I can't remember what it's called, The Bachelorette or something like that. Anyway, what happened was she was on holiday with her friends and family, whatever it was, in Europe, and she met this guy who happened to be a European Dutch guy who she really, really liked. She absolutely liked him. Anyway, they connected with each other and they communicated with each other, spoke to each other. Nobody did video calls or anything like that. Just communicated by phone. He told her actually that he was related to royal family in Denmark, proximity to them. Anyway, eventually he comes over to America. He brings his mother out, they get married now. They're getting married. They get married. They never told her parents never knew she didn't get married anyway. Remember, she's Nigerian. And
White guy with Nigerian woman told her story. Carry on.
anyhow, it turns out that he had been generational. He took money from her mum, dad, sister, brother, friends, colleagues. Everybody got swindled by this one man. Everybody got swindled, Joseph. And nobody communicated and said, my man, hey, Susan, hey, Sandra, what? Did Dutch guy take any money from you? Nobody said nothing. But you know what? Thousands, it was tens of thousands of dollars that this man...
So is the family not close?
Huh?
Is the family, her Nigerian family, they're not close-knit sort of thing?
They're close-knit family.
Hold it. In my family, if somebody came in and went, they'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, so-and-so asked me for some money. Somebody would say something just simple as that, innit? Like, so-and-so asked, oh really? Well, I'm just asking for. And then the conversation carries on.
Yeah, but you know what? Did so blah 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 ask me for 50 quid as well? No, this...
Yeah, would that happen in your family though? Just a question. Would that in your family
No, it would never. It would
No, would if somebody came into your family, like your boyfriend, whoever it was, and started asking other family members for money, other family members come to you.
Yes, they would come to me and say, well, what your man asked me for money
for? Yeah.
Can I just say, happy birthday to me?
Water. All right.
Ready.
It's on the sauce.
Hold on a minute. We're not there yet. Hold on a minute. And it does, Pinky. Somebody in the family would say,
yeah,
hey, your boy, then they're asking me for money. What's up with your friend?
No, what's up with your partner?
Yeah.
Your partner, your man, gone and got your mother's bank details. My mother, not my mother at all. The first thing my mum would be saying is, you all think I is a bank?
Well, there you go.
Yeah, and not and your man is your man.
Yeah.
Why would your man or your husband want your mother's bank details?
Where do you find that story? I couldn't ask my mum for her bank details much for that.
Go into the internet and type in Danish Swindler, and you pull her up, and you'll see exactly. She thought, when you look at she thought that she was going to be marrying into royalty. She thought that she was going to be potentially another Meghan and Harry. She thought that.
No. Granny
Got to be kidding me.
Have you found it, Joe?
Have you found that?
I understand why.
Wait. We'll do the hand up protocol here. Yeah? We can't have this in the background. Let's take one story. I'm into you, okay? And by the way, you lot are co-hosts, so help me out in the background, please, because I'm sharing the screen. I can't see anything that's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, look. Here is the young lady. I can't. You have got. Is this the woman, or is she just the one telling the story?
Sir.
Oh no! How a fake royal allegedly conned a creator out of over $130,000. And it's Tuesday, November.
That's like buying a house, isn't it?
That's big things, isn't it? But you know, one thing is, a 30-part series she calls a Danish Deception, and a 4 or 5 hour chronicle of rape she says were built on lies and manipulation. Like they're saying, he says she recounts meeting a man who claimed to be part of a wealthy family, Remember, she's a content creator. The romance started, and then cracks appeared. Money problems he couldn't explain, and then the disappearance. Once he left,
He never
told her family.
said to her, look, she asked him the question, she said, look, I understand you're taking money from X, Y, and Z. And he said, look, I don't think this is working out, yeah? I'm not coming back.
That is relationship. Don't be too trusting. Trust should be earned and not given out like free samples. That's what the girl is saying. Hold on, after she's been robbed of 130,000.
But the thing is that this lady, for somebody who says they are royal, number one, they're closely connected to the royal family, so you think they're coming from wealth. But why are they asking you for money?
Do you know, there was a time where you'd have said, no, this is all made up. I mean, but when in light of the various verified, because sometimes these chat rooms aren't verified, but there are verified situations, like the movie The Tinder Swindler. That was real. I mean, that guy literally did do all that stuff, did go to court, did get arrested, did serve time in prison, did come out, and did begin the whole thing all over again. You can't put words to these things. I mean, there was the other one. He was a doctor, innit? Another doctor, but he lied and swindled his way to the top, only to operate on people. He put a plastic, whatever this thing is here, that's the throat thing, yeah. He put a plastic thing there in the man's thing. The man dead. Plastic, like your body's going to accept plastic. Anyway, he got away, and like, no, Bulgaria, one of them countries over there, Europe. And they had to protect him to defend. Otherwise, their establishment would be then compromised, isn't it? It's like you're a bad doctor and then they'll defend him. Otherwise, the NHS looks bad, innit? So, yeah, there are swindlers out here. But do you know what? You'll fall into a situation one day where you're genuinely in need and you'll be terrified to ask someone for help because of people like this that have abused the privilege of it's asking for help is a privilege. The privilege of asking for help. And an idiot like this has abused that. So just imagine I went I was in Dominica one time. Here, what happened to me? My card in the ATM, it got swallowed up. It didn't accept the PIN. I mean, I know what my PIN is. You know what your PIN is. I did it in 3 times. They put the card. I was like, what the hell? That's my PIN. It swallowed the card. So now I got no money. So I did have to ask the family for money because I had no money. Genuine situation. But if you've heard about 10 situations like this, and then here comes number 11, whether it's the boy who cried wolf, genuine or not, oh, I lost my money, the card, you're going to beg the question. Usually your hands up, part of the team. This is crazy. It's crazy and it's funny. I don't know why. It's not a funny laugh. It's an unbelievable laugh. Like, who does that? 500. Sorry, Alicia.
The man is a con artist, and it's quite interesting that he was able to take so much money from her and also the family. It baffled. I can understand if he swindled her, but he also swindled her friends and family and colleagues. I think they were so infatuated with the fact that they were close to or within close proximity to royalty in inverted commas, because he said that he was closely connected to royalty.
Yeah, well, call your family then. Don't ask mine.
He lied about being. He lied about a lot of things. He even lied about being in the Olympics. But she never even Googled him or looked. It was so bizarre. And people are talking about it because obviously she's a Nigerian woman. Nigerian woman, she's got a Nigerian family. But one of the things that was really strange, which really stood out for me, was that one of the friends that a colleague, should I say, who gave him money to her, because she asked him, did he take any money from you? And he said, yeah, he did. Quite a lot of money was taken from me. And she said, well, why didn't you tell me? He said, well, because you're Nigerian, I thought you were in on the yeah. So they basically thought that she was the one that was, conning them. And she actually, when she mentioned that, she sort of like got it. She was like, yeah, I can understand. And I thought, this is really bizarre. Now you said that they're taking black. But it's a very interesting story. Very, very interesting story that somebody could basically get away with sent their royalty, that person not check that they're royalty, but also just give up all their money, and their family give up all money to them. Look, you ain't going to get much out of my family. Yeah? If you're royalty out there, any royal man out there, you're not going to get nothing from me. Honestly, be lucky if you get a $5.
Danish deception, how a fake royal, allegedly content creator out of over 30. We're just not in that life. I mean, somebody came to me and said, Joe, let me 10 grand. Do you know what I mean? How do you get up 30,000? How do you get that high? Well, let me a grand, 2 grand, let me 5 grand, let me 10 grand. I mean, how much are you borrowing at a time for it to get to that level over how long a period of time? And hold on a minute. My Lord. However, the first man, when he claimed one of his properties required an urgent £50,000 fix, when Onyeka's asked about his supposedly wealthy family, she said he blamed old conflicts with his father. Then, when she offered to help, he refused, but she allegedly eventually wore him down. No doubt a tactic on his part to make it seem like accepting the offer was in good faith. After the new crisis emerged regularly, at one point, she said his debt to her climbed to nearly £100,000, which is 132,000 US dollars. She traveled to Denmark, met his family, which is she went surprisingly well. They became engaged soon after, even though money always seemed held up. He promised relief would arrive soon. I mean, I'm not making this stuff up. This is the story, as is written in the article.
So if she met his family, how is she not able to track him?
Well, I don't know. She met the family and it went well. I guess she didn't. Maybe it wasn't the time to bring up the point. Well, your son owes me £100,000. Is he all right? Is everything all right? Because he needs help. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
They're married.
Hold on, wait. They married. Look, it says they married within months of meeting. Oh, come on. Who does that? Married within months of meeting.
She thought she was married. She was marrying royalty, and it baffled me that she didn't she never even told her parents.
That's strange, and that's strange for people from Africa, Nigerian, and all of that. For them
It's
not
like
to
they
tell.
lost their roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no, like, if she was to get as a Nigerian, and it sounds like she comes from quite her family do really, really well. She would have, if she got married, she would have had a nice big wedding. Your aunties, uncles, cousins that she didn't even know would have turned up. They would have had a luxurious wedding if it was real. But obviously, I think she just wants to marry him because she.
Do women want to be married that bad? I mean, seriously, do women want married that bad? You've given them 100.
It's not a matter of does women want to get married that badly. That's something that's supposed to be. It's a tradition. It's not that a woman wants to get married badly. It's that it's tradition, Joseph. It's just that a lot of men, particularly within this UK, don't see.
No, Danish.
Yeah, no, he's Danish and he got married.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ones that don't want to get married.
Okay.
They just want to live with the woman. They just want normal free relationship.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of people, to be fair. Understood.
Yeah, it is.
But they're not conning the missus out of this kind of money. I mean, this is your marriage. Before you marry the guy, before this woman married the guy, yeah? He is already 100,000 in debt to be for the wedding. I don't know how they got married then. They must have, who paid for the wedding?
She must have.
They probably had
She paid for the wedding. She paid for the ring. She did everything.
So, and the relationship meant to be 50-50 here, somewhere along the line. Come on now. I mean, this smells of a problem. Oh, look, she said, love is a powerful drug. She reflected on never expecting to fall for a situation she had seen in scams like the Tinder Swindler. They even mentioned the movie. Right? So how can you even have watched a movie like the Tinder Swindler and now you're in a relationship with a guy he might as well be the Tinder Swindler?
Look, Joe's right. If she had met a Nigerian guy and this Nigerian guy had done what this Danish guy did, he would not have got as far as they wouldn't have got to the mother, the dad. Absolutely not. It would never have happened. Never. Yeah.
And no disrespect. I'm glad it happened. Serve her right, because guess why? That is,
But again, anyone can find this article unpacking the Danish deception, how a fake royal allegedly conned a creator out of over $1,000. That's 100,000 UK pounds. The story is somewhat, to be fair, is shocking. I can't believe she married him, but she did. Oh, look, Smiley is in the building. George is here. Schultz is here. Inky, what? I see the phone. I'm like, Color Queen, brighten up my life, girl. Brighten up my life. What a God. Here's that day of the week, of course, the day that we love and we enjoy so much. By the way, make sure you don't get your tickets for our dinner soiree, which is a nice sit-down meal over there. I think it's in Streatham. It's going to be an amazing event. It's just going to be beautiful. But here we are. Look, it's all posted for Friday, 5th December this week. It says it all on the thumbnail. Black History. Valerie Moran. She's the wealthiest Black woman in Britain. We're going to have to find out how much she's worth. She's a fintech philanthropist. We'll have to find out what all that means. And then look at this. Well, we got a lot to talk about, guys. Guys, I think it's going to be a fast-moving show. There's a lot going on this week. Woo! I mean, the world is in just mayhem. Look at this foolishness. So the young man returned the wallet, which contained money to the owner. And can't make this stuff up. We will look into it. Obviously, the another thing for about world natural disasters, hurricanes, landslides, floods. It's going on all over the planet, all at the same time. Can't make it up. Jamaica, Hawaii, Malaysia, and anyway, we'll have a look. And then what else we got? Oh, phenomenal. We're gonna have to spend the time on this one. Barbados independence, a republic now since 30th November 2021. They just celebrated 5 years. So we'll have to see what that's all. What time. And then, of course, in the group chat, the We Love Zooming, because that's what we are, Zoomers. There's the new Fraud, Error and Recovery Act 2025. Why aren't the media discussing it? Well, that one we're just talking about certainly will come under the fraud. And then there's that nursery worker, just, you know, them kind of news. I can't stomach to read it, you know. I really don't want to talk about that. But I'm glad they found him, when them idiot, and imprison him, and they want to cut his... Anyway, okay, let's get back to the show. Plenty to talk about. Smiley is here. He had some problems on the train.
I did.
Managed to get through so he's going to come through the condolences, the congratulations, all those things.
Yeah, brilliant. Holding the fort, everybody. Apologies. You know what the trains are like in the UK. As soon as they see rain and leaves, it's leaves on the line. So
a lot of rain.
Thanks very much.
A lot of rain.
Yeah, it has. But let's...
And it's very important, those trees, those leaves on
the line.
on the line. Because you see, no, it is. You see, people don't really realise the health and safety behind it, though, Pete. And they really do have to clear those leaves. Only because I've done track and rail, I understand. Yeah. And as somebody that has studied track and rail and actually work experience in track and rail, I understand. The leaves makes the actual connection of the wheel to the track.
Okay.
Yes.
You said that with some emphasis and some force.
Yes, because it's something that I spent nearly a year. This was when we first went into lockdown, and that was when I was actually studying it.
Well, we can definitely put a claps to the people that clean it.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's do that, and we do congratulate them. But for me to get home for here,
get rid of the leaves off of the track to save the public's life, for the train does not skid off the rails. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
It's just like when it gets very cold, we have to be careful. If it drops below a certain temperature, just as if it's summer and it goes above 38 degrees, we are in trouble for the tracks. You cannot let no train run on the track because it will buckle the actual truck itself. Because
thanks for that information. And I will make sure that we, as you said it, Ray,
people to understand the reason when they're cancelling your trains, the trains is cancelled for your safety.
Thank you very much. And
you're welcome.
I'm sure everybody appreciates your comments. All right.
Yes,
so
the update. Thank you
thank you very much for that.
That was enlightening. I have to say,
it was. But condolences we're going through is definitely going out to the people that's suffered the recent flood that's happened. And the death toll, when I last looked, it was over 500 people.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. And
that's Indonesia, right?
Yeah, Indonesia. And I got a feeling that that's even more now. And as our heading and our flyer says, volcanoes, flooding, all sorts that's happening around the world.
Wow. Keith, sorry to cut you, but it's now, I'll just show you. Indonesia death toll.
Yeah.
This said Guardian reject. Look at that. 1,100.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see it? It's gone up to 1,100. And well, you're on the money.
Yeah, that's so sad. 1,100 people due to a flood. I know there's flooding in the UK as well, but Indonesia, They had landslide with flood on top of flood and mud,
Yeah.
and
Well,
1,100
yeah.
lives lost. Wow.
Sri Lanka.
Yeah, Sri Lanka. So definitely humble condolences going out to each and every one of them. And if it has affected anyone over the UK with their family, yeah, we passing on our condolences
Wow.
for sure. The other one that I wanted to send condolences for is for 3 young children that lost their lives in California, Stockton. Yeah, in Stockton, California. They got shot.
For the
Yeah,
birthday.
and 11 others were injured, but the 3 children were amongst the 4 people that died in Stockton, California.
Why? Who shot them? Why they get shot?
Well, there was a shooting at a children's birthday party.
Oh, one of them foolishness.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm not saying obviously, but I'm just saying someone was disgruntled with maybe an adult, an elder there, and then just decided to shoot up the place and didn't care where the bullet strayed or went to. But
Wait.
yeah. So
I'm upset, so I'm going to get a gun and shoot everybody.
yeah, they just randomly just fire off the shots, aiming for a particular person. They haven't said who, if it was the intended, that one of them that died, but 3 out of the 4 that died was children. Absolutely
This
ridiculous.
is a madness going
Yeah,
on.
very, very crazy.
And the host of the birthday party in California, where this happened, Stockton, California, mistook gunfire for balloons popping.
You see, didn't expect no gunfire.
Well, there you are. I mean, makes no sense.
And people of color.
Well, this is community members that attended the
That
vigil.
gathered.
You know, literally. Yeah.
It's terrible news. Absolutely terrible news.
Madness.
Yeah. We never aired it, but there has been a lot of rumors about, you remember the fire that took place in China? Is it
Yeah.
China, when the 7 blocks burnt.
Yes, yeah, your madness, yeah.
Yeah. There were some rumors that Shaquille O'Neal's daughter was amongst one of those that may have perished in the fire, but it is not. It's just one of those rumor mills that people seem to levy onto stars and people of named people, and it's not true. So
Right.
for the listeners out there, if you've heard on the rumor mill, it's not true. None of his family members got affected. None, not one.
Yeah, that's good to know anyway. Yeah.
All right. And then the other last condolences that I've got, I just finished this one, is Billy Bonds, famous West Ham football player. He died.
He's been
Famous
around.
Billy Bonds, yeah.
West Ham captain. And
That's it. Yep, that's him.
Yeah.
So on our flip side of our commercial break, I will come back with Get Wells. It's that time.
that time, nobody's selected a song or anything. I mean, what are we going to play?
It's for lick time.
This is completely caught me off guard. I mean, seriously, time goes so quick. You start talking, and then it's gonna be. Oh look, Black Love is in the building. What a one! All right, so we'll have to play a tune then. I don't know what tune you lot would like to hear, because this is quite interesting. There's a lot going on, and we tried to play something that is, you know, if there's a suggestion.
Can you find Marvin Gaye? What's going on?
Well, we could ask that
for now. Yeah.
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 You know, because time I get serious.
Yeah. Something's afoot out there.
And then what we'll do, we will be back after these precious words. Remember, Shams and Giggles, what do we do? History, news, views, and reviews from a Black perspective. We're looking at the various news elements that are going on around the world, and we're putting our little take on it. And we're going to be back after these words.
Hey, what's happening?
Brother of the brother.